Leo, stop. Do not scroll past this. I need you to hear me right now because what is unfolding in your life around the 9th of August 2026 is not small, it is not random, and it is absolutely not a coincidence that your thumb stopped on this exact video at this exact second. The cards are showing me something so unexpected, so emotionally overwhelming, that I had to pause the spread 3 times before I could even speak these words aloud. Someone is about to hand you something you stopped praying for. And Leo, you might cry, not from pain this time, from relief, from happiness so sudden it hits your chest like a wave you forgot was coming. Before I pull the final card, tell me in the comments where you are watching from right now. Drop little sun emoji if you are ready to receive this. And if you are new to Trusted Tarot, subscribe and share this with the one person who needs to hear it today. Because what I am about to tell you, Leo, changes everything. You did not click on this video by accident. The algorithm did not just serve you a random tarot reading today. Your higher self, your spirit guides, and the very energy you have been projecting into the universe over the last few weeks have acted like a massive spiritual magnet, pulling this exact message to your screen on this 9th of August, 2026. I need you to really let that sink in as you have been feeling this shift in your physical body long before your logical mind could even process it. Think about the last few days. Have you been waking up suddenly, right around 3 or 4 in the morning, with your heart beating just a little bit faster than usual? Have you felt this strange, unexplainable flutter in your chest? Or a tightness in your throat that disappears the moment you take a deep breath and ground yourself? As a Leo, your heart is so massive, so fiercely loyal, that when you give your energy to someone or something, you give it entirely. You have been checking your phone, looking at the screen, almost waiting for a notification you cannot quite name. Feeling this restless, buzzing electricity under your skin as your body has been acting like an antenna, picking up on energetic frequencies that are shifting rapidly around you. You might have felt exhausted, drained by people who do not understand your vision, or frustrated by situations that feel like they are moving in slow motion. But I need you to understand that this physical tension is not a sign that something is wrong. It is the ultimate confirmation that your energy field is expanding, making room for the massive blessing that is currently rushing toward you. And it is not just your physical body that has been sounding the alarm. Your subconscious mind has been working overtime, trying to prepare you for the emotional wave that is about to hit you. Pay close attention to your dreams lately. You might have been dreaming of water, of oceans that are surprisingly calm, or of being in a house you have never seen before, but somehow knowing exactly where every room is. Maybe you have been having vivid, flashing memories of a specific time in your past, or intrusive thoughts about someone you thought you had completely moved on from. You might even be seeing repeating numbers, hearing a specific song at the exact right moment, or smelling a familiar scent when no one else is around. These are not random glitches in your reality. These are direct downloads from your spirit team. Your soul is whispering to you, trying to tell you that a cycle of waiting, of proving yourself, of fighting for scraps of love or recognition, is finally coming to an end. You have been carrying so much mental weight, replaying conversations in your head, wondering if you said the wrong thing or if you pushed too hard. But the cards are showing me that the silence you have been experiencing lately was not a punishment. It was an incubation period. The universe was putting you in a spiritual waiting room because the version of you that was begging for closure was not energetically matched to receive the abundance that is now knocking at your door. This brings us to the person on the other side of this energy. You know exactly who I am talking about, or at least you know the specific energetic dynamic I am describing. For the longest time, it felt like you were the only one trying. You were the one initiating, the one compromising, the one holding the emotional weight of the connection, whether that is a romantic partner, a karmic tie, or even a business connection that has left you feeling undervalued. But right now, behind the scenes, their internal world is completely unraveling. They are experiencing a profound moment of clarity, a sudden sharp realization of what they stand to lose if they do not step up. They have been watching you from afar, noticing your glow up, noticing how you have pulled your energy back and focused on your own peace, and it is driving them absolutely crazy. They are remembering the way you used to look at them, the way you used to support them, and they are feeling a deep, heavy pang of regret. They are realizing that your silence was not you giving up, it was you outgrowing their capacity to meet you. They are preparing to say something, to make a move to break the ice. But they are terrified because they know they are no longer dealing with the old you. They know they cannot come back with the same half-hearted energy and expect you to accept it. Before I reveal exactly what they are about to do, and before I tell you the exact outcome of this massive shift in your love life, your finances, and your spiritual path, I need to ask you to do something for me. If this reading is resonating with your soul, if you feel this truth vibrating in your chest, I need you to hit that subscribe button right now and join our trusted tarot community. By subscribing, you are not just supporting the channel, you are making a spiritual declaration to the universe that you are ready to receive these high vibrational messages and that you are open to the miracles heading your way. Claim this energy. Lock it inches now. I need you to listen very carefully because I am going to tell you something that might shock you, but you need the full context before it makes sense. The reason this surprise is going to be so intense, the reason you might actually cry tears of pure joy, is because it is not coming from the place you expect. You have been looking at the front door, waiting for the apology, waiting for the text, waiting for the financial breakthrough to come through the exact channel you have been obsessing over. But the universe is about to hand you something entirely different. The surprise is not just a return of the past, it is an elevation of your entire reality. The cards laid out before me are vibrating with an explosive, undeniable frequency. And the main reveal of this reading is a massive, life-altering communication that is already in transit. This is not just a casual text or a passing thought. This is a profound confession, deeply vulnerable admission of truth that this person has been terrified to speak out loud. They are finally dropping the mask, stepping out of their ego, and sending you a message that completely shifts the dynamic between you. But here is where the intense surprise truly lies, Leo, and why you need to prepare your heart for those happy tears. This revelation is not just about your love life or this specific connection. It is a dual blessing that elevates your entire kingdom. Alongside this emotional breakthrough, major door in your career and financial life is blowing wide open. An offer is coming that finally pays you what you are actually worth, or a project you have been pouring your soul into is suddenly being recognized by someone with the power to change your trajectory. The surprise that will bring you to tears is the sudden, overwhelming realization that the universe did not just give you what you asked for, it gave you the upgraded, magnificent version of it because you finally stopped settling for scraps. You are going to look at this message, look at this new opportunity, and you will cry because you will realize that the agonizing wait was actually the universe protecting you from a much smaller blessing. But Leo, as this beautiful reality begins to manifest, I must give you a very specific, very crucial warning about how to handle this incoming wave of energy. When this notification lights up your screen, when this call comes through, or when this opportunity lands in your inbox, your nervous system is going to flood with adrenaline. Your heart will race, your hands might shake, and for a split second, your ego is going to try to hijack the moment. You might feel a sudden, sharp flash of anger or resentment. Your mind will whisper, "Where were they when I was crying? Where was this support when I was struggling? Why did it take them so long to see my value?" This is completely normal psychological trauma response. Your body remembers the pain of the delay, even if your soul is entirely ready for the reward. The warning here is simple but vital. Do not let old pain distort this new message. Do not react from the wounded version of yourself that felt abandoned or undervalued. If you reply immediately out of anger, sarcasm, or even overwhelming desperation, you risk short-circuiting the divine timing of this miracle. I need you to practice the art of the sacred pause. When the communication arrives, I want you to physically put the phone face down. Take 3 deep, intentional breaths. Place your hand over your heart and remind yourself that you are safe, you are grounded, and you are in control. You are no longer the person who has to beg for closure, and you are no longer the person who has to fight for a seat at the table. You are the one who built the table. Receive this energy clearly, not defensively. Let them sit in the vulnerability of their confession for a moment. Let the universe marinate in the fact that you are no longer easily swayed by bare minimum effort. This is your ultimate power, Leo. Your silence was your sword and your peace is your shield. By pausing before you react, you are energetically signaling to this person and to the universe that your boundaries are now made of iron. You are stepping into your sovereign power, and that shift in your internal energy is exactly what locks this external blessing in permanently. Now, You might be asking yourself, why is this happening now? Why is all of this converging so intensely around the 9th of August, 2026? This is not a random date on the calendar. We are deep in the heart of Leo season, a time when the sun, your ruling planet, is at its absolute peak of power, visibility, and creative force. But more importantly, we are passing through a highly specific divine window of karmic ripening. Think back to the spring. Think back to the early summer. You did the heavy lifting. You sat in the uncomfortable silence when everyone else was making noise. You did the deep shadow work when no one was watching. You cried the tears of frustration. You released the toxic attachments. And you slowly, painstakingly rebuilt your self-esteem from the ground up. The universe operates on a strict law of energetic resonance. It could not deliver this massive surprise to you back in May or June, because the version of you that existed then would have shrunk to accommodate it. You were still vibrating at the frequency of lack, of waiting, of needing to prove your worth to people who were committed to misunderstanding you. But look at you now. The energetic ripening has fully occurred. The silence you endured was the universe pulling the bowstring back as far as it could possibly go. The tension, the frustration, the feeling of being stuck in the mud that was just potential energy building up, waiting for the right moment to launch. And now, on this 9th of August, the universe is finally releasing the arrow. The timing is perfectly orchestrated because it is arriving at the exact moment you have truly detached from the outcome. This is the ultimate spiritual paradox. Leo, the moment you stop needing the apology is the exact moment it is delivered. The moment you realize you are entirely whole and complete on your own is the moment the partnership is offered. The moment you find peace in your current reality is the moment the abundance overflows. This divine window is wide open for you right now because your internal change has finally matched the external blessing that was always meant for you. The stars have aligned not to fix you, because you are not broken, but to celebrate the masterpiece you have become. I know how profoundly tired you are, Leo. Beneath that radiant, confident exterior, beneath the fierce loyalty and the generous spirit that everyone else relies on, there is a deep hidden exhaustion that you rarely let anyone see. You are the Zodiac's royal heart, the one who brings the light, the one who warms the room, but who holds the sun when it is tired of shining. For so long, you have been the emotional anchor in your relationships and the relentless engine in your career. You have been the one to initiate the difficult conversations, the one to compromise your own needs to keep the peace, the one to work twice as hard just to be seen as half as valuable. You have carried the mental and emotional overhead of this entire connection. And frankly, you have been carrying the weight of your own life's trajectory on your shoulders. I see the nights you have laid awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering if you are simply asking for too much just by desiring basic reciprocity. I see the quiet moments of doubt where you wondered if your heart was too big, if your standards were too high, or if you were somehow destined to always be the one who loves harder and gives more. Hope is a terrifying thing when your heart has been repeatedly bruised. When you have poured your soul into people and projects only to be met with silence, half efforts, or sudden withdrawals, the act of hoping again feels like a dangerous risk. Your mind has been trying to protect you by whispering that it is safer to expect nothing, safer to stay guarded, safer to assume that this intense surprise is just another illusion. But I am here to speak directly to that wounded, cautious part of your psyche and tell you that it is finally safe to put the armor down. The universe has not brought you to this exact moment on the 9th of August, 2026, to trick you. The tears you cried in private, the moments you felt completely unappreciated, the times you had to swallow your pride and walk away from situations that diminished your light, none of that was in vain. Every single tear was counted. Every single moment of frustration was a spiritual data point that your guides used to recalibrate your energetic frequency. You were not being punished by the delays. You were being prepared for a magnitude of love and success that would have completely overwhelmed your old nervous system. As we move deeper into this space of reassurance, I want you to consciously release the fear of disappointment. I know the thought is lingering in the back of your mind. What if they change their mind? What if the opportunity falls through? What if I get my hopes up and it all crashes down again? I need you to hear me clearly. That fear is just an echo of the past, not a prophecy of the future. The energy surrounding this specific communication and this incoming financial or career breakthrough is anchored in divine certainty. This is not a fleeting whim of the person reaching out to you. This is a soul-level reckoning. They have looked at their own life. They have looked at the void you left when you pulled your energy back, and they have realized that a life without your light is profoundly cold. They are not coming back to test you. They are coming back to testify to your worth. And the universe is not offering you this career elevation to dangle it in front of you. It is delivering it because you have finally cleared the karmic debris that was blocking your abundance. Allow your body to physically receive this reassurance right now. I want you to notice where you are holding the tension of the past few months. Unclench your jaw. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and let them fall heavy and relaxed. Take a deep, slow breath in through your nose, filling your belly, your chest, all the way up to your collarbones, and exhale with a soft sigh. Feel the shift in your nervous system. For months, your body has been stuck in a state of fight or flight, constantly scanning for threats, constantly bracing for the other shoe to drop. But the shoes have dropped, Leo, and they are made of gold. The anticipation you are feeling right now, that fluttering in your stomach, is not anxiety. It is the pure, unadulterated excitement of your soul recognizing that its deepest prayers are about to be answered. You are transitioning from the exhausting energy of chasing into the magnetic, sovereign energy of attracting. You no longer have to force doors open. They are swinging wide for you because you finally realize you own the building. You are entirely safe in this transition. The healing that is occurring right now is washing away the residue of past betrayals and professional letdowns. You are being held by a vast, invisible net of spiritual support. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, and the highest version of your future self are all standing around you right now, wrapping you in a blanket of profound peace. They are whispering to you that the struggle is over. The season of proving your worth to people who are committed to misunderstanding you is officially closed. You do not need to prepare a speech. You do not need to plan your reaction. And you do not need to figure out how to fix what is about to be handed to you. Your only job right now is to remain open, to remain soft, and to trust the magnificent alchemy that is taking place in your life. The storm has passed, the skies are clearing, and the warmth of the sun is returning to your world in a way you have never experienced before. Chapter 4: As this massive wave of love, financial elevation, and profound recognition approaches you, we need to talk about the psychology of receiving. Because, Leo, wanting a miracle and actually being able to hold it are two very different energetic states. You have spent so much of your life in the trenches, fighting for your worth, battling for your place, and proving your loyalty to people who barely gave you a fraction of that effort in return. Your nervous system is wired for the struggle. You are so accustomed to the friction of life that when things suddenly become easy, when the text finally comes through with exactly the words you needed to hear, when the bank account suddenly reflects your true value, your ego might panic. It might whisper that this is a trick, that the other shoe is about to drop, or that you need to self-sabotage just to return to the familiar comfort of the struggle. I need you to consciously override that upper-limiting behavior right now. You must give yourself permission to let it be easy. This is the subtle emotional turn you must master over the next few days as this energy physically manifests in your reality. When the peace arrives, do not go looking for a problem. When the apology is offered, do not go digging for the hidden catch. When the universe hands you the upgraded version of your life, do not apologize for taking up space. You have a deeply ingrained habit of shrinking yourself to make others feel comfortable. You dim your massive, radiant light so you do not blind people who are used to living in the dark. But on this 9th of August, 2026, the cosmic spotlight is turning directly onto you. The sun, your ruling celestial body, is demanding that you step into the absolute center of your own stage. This means you will be fully seen. It means your success will be visible, your love will be public, and your joy will be undeniable to everyone watching. And I know that being fully seen can feel incredibly vulnerable. There is a part of you that is terrified of this level of happiness because you know that when you are happy, you have something to lose. You have been let down so many times right at the finish line that your mind tries to protect you by keeping your expectations low. But I am asking you today to trade the safety of your familiar pain for the magnificent, breathtaking risk of your ultimate joy. The person who is preparing to reach out to you is doing so because they can no longer ignore your brilliance. They are drawn to your light like a moth to a flame, and they are finally ready to stand in the warmth of it without trying to extinguish it or control it. You do not need to manage their emotions anymore. You do not need to soften your success or hide your joy to protect their fragile ego. Your only job is to shine and let them figure out how to adjust their eyes. Let us look at how this emotional breakthrough intertwines with your material world, your career, and your finances. In the ancient wisdom of the tarot, the suit of pentacles and the suit of cups are deeply, intrinsically connected. How you receive love is exactly how you receive money and opportunity. If you have been subconsciously blocking love because you feel unworthy of a grand, sweeping romance or a deeply committed, secure partnership, you have simultaneously been blocking the massive financial influx that is trying to reach you. The intense surprise that is going to make you cry tears of happiness is the sudden, holistic alignment of your entire life matrix. The universe is not just fixing your relationship status, it is upgrading your entire reality. The offer coming your way, the recognition from a higher up, or the sudden, unexpected shift in your income stream is the direct physical manifestation of your newly healed heart chakra. As you integrate this profound truth, you might feel a sudden, sharp pang of grief for the time that was lost. You might look back at the months, or even the years you spent waiting for this specific person to wake up, or waiting for your career to finally catch fire, and feel a heavy wave of sorrow for the younger version of yourself who had to endure that lonely waiting room. Let that grief move through you. Honor it, cry those tears if they need to fall right now, but do not let that grief anchor you to the past. That time was not wasted. It was the intense, fiery forge in which your unbreakable spirit was created. The Leo sitting here today, listening to my voice, is a spiritual warrior who has survived every single bad day, every single heartbreak, and every single professional disappointment. You are the master alchemist who turned your leaden pain into pure, unadulterated golden wisdom. So, as we prepare to close this sacred space and seal this reading into your physical reality, I want you to make a silent, unbreakable vow to yourself. Vow that you will no longer accept crumbs from anyone, in love, in business, or in friendship. Vow that you will trust the divine timing of your life, even when the silence gets loud and the waiting feels heavy. Vow that when this intense surprise arrives, when that phone lights up or that email lands in your inbox, you will receive it with the grace, the dignity, and the absolute certainty of a sovereign ruler claiming their rightful throne. The waiting is officially over. Leo, the harvest is here. The tears of frustration are drying up, making room for the tears of overwhelming, breathtaking joy. We have traversed a massive amount of energetic territory today, Leo. You have faced the shadows. You have acknowledged the deep, aching pain of the waiting. And you have finally opened your arms to the immense, blinding light of your own worth. As we bring this profound reading to a close, I do not want you to just click away and immediately dive back into the chaotic, demanding noise of your daily life. This message needs to be anchored into your physical body. It needs to be sealed into your cellular memory, so that when the universe delivers this intense surprise, your nervous system recognizes it as your new, permanent normal. You have spent so long vibrating at the frequency of lack and anticipation that we must consciously recalibrate your energy to the frequency of profound gratitude and absolute certainty. I want you to do this grounding ritual with me right now. Wherever you are, if you're driving, just soften your grip on the wheel and feel the support of the seat beneath you. If you are lying in bed or sitting on your couch, place both of your feet flat on the floor or the mattress, rooting your energy deep into the earth. Now, take your right hand and place it gently but firmly right over the center of your chest, directly over your heart space. Feel the warmth of your palm seeping through your skin, soothing that restless flutter and tightness we talked about earlier. Feel the steady, rhythmic beating beneath your ribs. That heartbeat is the drum of your own survival, the metronome of your incredible resilience. Close your eyes for just a brief moment. Take a deep, slow breath in through your nose, imagining you are breathing in pure, golden, sovereign light. Hold it at the top for a second, and as you exhale softly through your mouth, release every lingering doubt, every fear of disappointment, and every heavy attachment to the past, while your hand is still resting on your heart. I want you to repeat this affirmation silently to yourself. Say it with the full, unapologetic authority of the Leo you truly are. I am entirely worthy of the love that stays. I am entirely worthy of the wealth that flows. I release the exhausting need to force, and I embrace my divine power to receive. My happy tears are already falling, and my beautiful heart is completely safe. Feel the truth of those words vibrating against your palm. Feel them traveling down your arm, into your core, and out into the energetic field surrounding you. That vibration is the lock clicking securely into place. The energetic contract has been signed. The universe has heard you, the spirit realm is celebrating you, and the delivery of your miracle is already in rapid transit. You are stepping into a profoundly beautiful, deeply rewarding chapter of your life. One where your biggest problem will simply be deciding how to spend all this new joy, love, and financial abundance. The heavy lifting is entirely done. The karmic debts are paid in full. As we look toward the 9th of August, 2026, and the days immediately following, trust that the current silence is just the universe taking a deep, deliberate breath before it shouts your name in triumph. To physically anchor this manifestation into your reality today, I need you to go down to the comments right now and type one specific word. Type the word receive, just that one word. By typing receive, you are making a public digital declaration to the algorithm of the universe that your hands are open, your heart is healed, and you are completely ready for this intense surprise. If this reading found you at the exact right moment, share it with someone who desperately needs this light today, and make sure you are subscribed to Trusted Tarot so you do not miss the next vital update on your magnificent journey. Walk in your absolute power today. Leo, dry those happy tears. Put your crown back on and get ready. Your miracle is finally here.